chain ring. And I'm like, look at this, and people are like,
that is pretty good. Gonna pull up things on my phone here so I can interact with chat. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Mad King.
Yo, whoa.
howdy.
Before we get too far into it, a couple of announcements. Not this Friday, we are taking off as Wyatt has a concert that he is playing at. His band is going out and big jamming here in town. Be at Edgewater on Friday. So the Attack on Titan mini is going to be ending next Friday, and it's going to be ending. We're not going to have a third session of that. We just won't live that long. After that, I'm taking back over with the Modern Warfare campaign. It is going to be the immediate follow-up to Madison Square Mayhem Red Steel. You don't need to know Madison Square Mayhem to partake. It will be its own standalone campaign, as I plan on making all of my short campaigns that relate to each other from here on out. After that, we're not quite sure who's going to take over. Newt's been revamping New Albion for the real OG fans.
The newest Albion.
The newest, it's going to be newer Albion.
Yeah.
As a mini campaign, not as a full-fledged campaign. And so we'll rotate that in on Friday at some point. It might come after the Modern Warfare. It might come after something else. Toph has been talking about 1-2 other little things. Of course, For the Good of All is always available to play for the Fridays because it's just a chips and dip game. I believe that is it for announcements. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got a new character, same player.
Yeah, Zelly is dead.
Zelly died.
Long live the queen.
The queen bee is gone. And now the hive will rot from the inside.
Yeah.
Rough.
But in her place, Thymea.
Thymea. You want to do an introduction of yourself? You are obviously not in with the main crew right now.
Yeah. So Thymea, her parents are still alive, and she actually had a really happy childhood, which is rare for D&D backstories.
I fucking love my dad.
Because I think a lot of us who play D&D are kind of weird for one reason or another. Mostly our parents. Thank you, Mom
It
and
just
Dad.
makes it easier backstory-wise for me.
Tragic backstories make things easy.
Yeah.
But good backstories, happy families, lead for tragic storytelling.
It was awesome because Haraway had a happy family back at home, and remember when he got to go meet them, but he was a fucking orc and they didn't recognize him. And PJ Boy,
Oh no.
thank you very much. $60. That is for the death of 2 beloved NPCs and 1 PC.
Not so
To me.
beloved.
I'm not as beloved. That's okay.
Is this just a whatever I desire? $60?
That's clearly to make it harder, $60.
Or
You don't
or
have
it
to
could
make it
or it
harder.
could
Doesn't just have to be
give
$60.
Belrune and Uzul hero points. That could be what
That's
the
something. Do I have hero points for this character?
No, you start at 0.
yeah.
Welcome to hard mode. I'll give you full prestige. Oh yeah, it is whatever I desire as
Listen,
the DM.
All right, as the DM, you
Don't
want to
give
cut
it
us a
too much
break.
power.
As the DM, you want to cut us a break.
I don't. That is what did I reduced cost $10 for a hero point. So I'm gonna spend half of that on full villain points for the porcupine because he's big coming up. And I think what I'm going to do, because he's just been
I need you to consider, right? I have like no spells left. Okay.
he's been such
Worry about that.
a good yeah. I got $30 left. I'm gonna spend 10, just 10, on one more villain point for our favorite Vikel, which is Chris Vikel.
Zelly took one of the bosses down with her.
I'm going to
Fight will be a little easier.
Just that much easier.
I'm gonna give a villain point to Gwen, because you guys had your sights set on the Lone Tower as well.
All right, so we know that we're gonna have to fight her at the Lone Tower.
And the
It's good
last
to know.
$10, I'm going to take 2 magical artillery barrages.
Okay.
Nice. There go the orcs.
which is a
Or
new
the
donation
Memphis.
reward. It is. I need a new wizard's name because it was Grugnug or Gwen's magical artillery, and viewers could just rain down a fireball on the field
Ah,
at their desire.
lovely.
So I'll be using a couple of those.
Cool.
Thanks, PJ Boy.
Cool. Thanks. We love you.
Well, if by me as a wizard to replace Grug, the Nug,
I'll type it in. I'll change up the donation.
and she will not be casting Fireball ever. Because
That's right. Yours would be like just a normal explosion.
yeah.
Cast it as a scroll.
PJ Boy, I
Oh,
love
that's
you.
a good- yeah. No, she'll be doing a lot of snowstorms and ice storms. I've got those going.
Yeah.
She's an ice wizard.
But I went for a lot of utility. So not big dick damage.
We
More
need-
useful.
If-
We've got some damage.
do we-
You're supposed to be.
Where does Thymia come
I'm
from?
supposed to be the tank.
So her parents found out she had some magic, and they got the fuck out of Dodge because they started out in like Ironshire, and everything was going good.
Kind
They
of
were, they were okay. Nothing. They're not royalty. They're not fancy. They're just a normal family.
Yeah.
But,
Some blue collar workers.
yeah, and they went out to the Pirate Isles,
Yeah.
and she's been just chilling out there. And then one day, like out of nowhere, all of these animals just got let loose, and this little fucking gecko just came up to her, a little leopard gecko, and she heard Sobek through the leopard gecko, and she's like, "This is mine now." So she found her familiar. I
Yeah.
don't know who would have released all those animals. It's a mystery.
Could you imagine though hearing Sobek's voice come from a leopard gecko?
Deep, ancient, and
Yeah.
terrifying, all
This
powerful
leopard
in
gecko
that
comes
just
up and he
like
just fucking
lizard
default
way.
voice lines on you real quick.
And then you go, "You're mine now."
Yeah, you're like, sweet.
I found a new best
You got
friend.
some pipes, bro.
Since then, you've been honing your magical powers. You've
yeah.
been doing some odd end magical work, which brings in a good deal of money for your family.
Yes. Yeah.
And
yeah.
through your magical work, you met a young woman. She always wears highly polished full plate armor despite the high heat. She's a recruiter. She's been a recruiter for a resistance cause against the Mad King, Lisa the Mouse.
Yeah. She's great. I love her.
Yeah. And she's been talking to you about how things are ramping up, and it's like, it's time. She's offered you, through the Church of John, a very beneficial contract to your family. You already, of course, have some personal vendettas to gain in joining this revolution as well. And the
Give it up,
call
Rose.
is coming through. It's time to join.
Oh shit.
If you're like ready to be rotated in, the party needs.
Yeah, let
We
me
need
grab my
reinforcements on the
bag.
front
That's all I need.
You've got like a go bag already.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Yeah, you guys riding on the back of East as he is taking you into battle, perhaps for the last time.
How does East look?
Pretty
He's
haggard.
He's been pretty busy.
He's been busy. He is
Been a dragon for a while.
he's been covered in mostly other people's blood.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
He has a full
Which
belly.
is
though.
a very good thing. Lots of odd end weapons sticking out from little joints in the scales and stuff. He's haggard. He's not going to be very useful to you guys, but he can absolutely take you there.
Yeah.
And as you guys are riding on East, both of your sending stones are just going absolutely haywire, trying to figure out what is going on, where everybody is. Like the siege is not necessarily going unwell, but that massive explosion at the tower has sent everybody into a panic. You guys do, of course, have with you Mark and Alia,
Woo! However,
the two that lived.
The two next important NPCs.
You just keep
Probably
using that
go
mini.
buy
Easy.
a new one.
the good thing is we have, or rather, they have fully destroyed their magical artillery tower. So
One of them. They can use
Their
the other
magical
one.
artillery tower at this location.
Well,
Correct.
yeah, that was the plan of going in there. Was
Yeah,
to
yeah.
disable the tower, and the tower
Your
is disabled.
your objective was completed. It only cost 3/5 of your NPCs.
Yeah.
Some of you may die.
This is sacrifice.
Well, I
you
guess
already
half
made.
of your NPCs and one of your player characters.
Yeah. She knew what she was doing.
Did she?
She knew what she signed up for.
Oh boy, oh.
Mm.
She took a whole ass boss down with her.
Yeah, that whole
His brains
He's-
are
yeah.
everywhere.
he was set up possibly to become a reoccurring villain like a boss. So yeah. What is the plan? You guys are heading back in. You had the general idea of facing down the magister of the place.
Cut the head off the snake.
Because realistically,
But there's
right?
a whole lot of snake
There is
around
still
the
a
head.
lot of snake
but
going
it's a
on.
hydra.
There's a whole lot of
You guys
snake.
have so much encouragement because you've got like all that rage because your best friend was just killed.
I don't know about best friend. Every other line was, "Look at this little guy." It's okay, squirt.
I've also realized that
Your
at
hair will
this
finally be
point-
untussled for once.
At this point in time, Ouzel's the only original character. All his friends are dead.
That's not true.
Push me to
Nvidia
the edge.
is still alive, and Alpha on
Jimmy?
mission technically. Well, maybe you haven't heard from her in a
I'll talk
couple of
about
months at
player
this point.
characters.
And Haraway is still alive, but is off on a very serious spirit quest after being imprisoned for almost a year,
And doppelgang.
doppelganged after
IRS is
being
after him, you know. Like,
after changing race, shape, class multiple times. Life was just it was not what
all
Haraway
boiling
wanted.
down to a Spider-Man meme.
you know how like in your early 20s you're just supposed to party a lot. That's what Harway was really getting up to, you know.
That's what Haraway was up to while you guys are giving Jimmy run of an entire town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing a damn good job.
But
He's
he's
doing
got
a
a lot of
fantastic
coke,
job.
you know.
He does. It keeps
And
him
he's
awake.
turning into a dragon. Is he?
That
one
is
of the...
true.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
it's not reliable like Ys is, but yeah. The dragon's eye being returned, the Lord Dragon being resurrected, the area of not quite bronze is now teeming with these kind of midway human dragon partial transformations, and they continue to morph as time goes on.
Cool. So we got clarification that we never got before. Because at first it was like, what's happening? They're turning into like Dragonborn sort of deals. But no, they're actually turning into straight up dragons. Jimmy's going to be stoked.
The Lord Dragon is bringing back
The dragons.
the dragons.
Sick. Sick. All right. How long until we get back to the fight?
You maybe got a minute.
Okay.
It'd be a good time to do some logisticsing, taking some stock of where your NPCs are and how they're doing.
Yeah. So
Maybe calling some reinforcements.
I mean, shit. Are there any reinforcements to get here? Because I'm pretty sure we've already.
The unfortunate reality is that you could not call in like a Raymond or any of those other sport talent kids, anybody that you left at Bronshire, because Grugnug was the one who teleported
Yep.
people. However, right, on your ship, you have Jimmy, you have you got Frida, you've got Derek, you've got a couple odd end hands there.
You know what?
Down at the front lines, you have both Shovel Knight and Gontu around. There are lots of orcs. You know, there are a good deal of huntresses. You don't know any of the huntresses. Fourth Wind, of course, died tragically
Do we have?
because I killed her.
Okay. Do we have like contact with the orcs?
Yeah,
With the orc
absolutely.
lord? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hear me out.
I can get you a single dino rider. Probably not with the ride.
No,
but,
hear me out.
but I
hear
got
me
this
out.
tattoo.
So maybe where are we exactly?
You are
as
forever
far
a
as-
diver.
As far as like location in proximity to the fort, are
South.
we like so we're south?
Yeah.
So if we instead of heading straight north, if we go like a, let's see,
Northeast. To
yeah,
the
like a
orcs.
northeast
An east.
towards the orcs.
No, east
Uh-huh.
south.
Do you think? I guess I should be asking you. So,
Ceased.
We get a call to we give a call to the orcs. We have them, for lack of better words, set aside like a couple squads of oozles, and I swing through. Like we swing by, and they get into my portable hole, and then we fly over and airdrop Delta Team into the fucking fort.
They
and
all
we
die
fight.
from the fall damage.
Listen.
X-Force.
Listen, I'm sure they can figure something out. We can figure something out.
He'll just
But-
squish a couple of them on the way. It'll be fine.
But thoughts? Paratroopers.
First thought is, don't you have to stick portable hole to something in order for it to be portable hole?
Yes.
But you can like,
So it's not like a bag of holding. We can't just like open it.
well, no, because we have an east.
So you want to put the
So we land. Okay, so we land, open the hole. They get in the hole. We close the hole. Pop the hole. Get on to East. Fly over. Slap it on East's belly. Open the hole. Delta Force.
It'd be like he's giving birth on the battlefield.
yeah.
But they're very scary orcs.
I mean, they're your kin, buddy. If we try it and they die to fall damage, they die to fall damage. But I'm indifferent in this game. I'm just a guy with a big sword almost at this rate. So
I'm a tiny man with a big sword. It's actually just a normal sword.
The
but it
ladies
looks
love
big
me.
in my hand.
it's a great sword by definition.
By halfling standards.
No,
So
by
it's-
normal standards.
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause you got the yoke grip, right?
Not yet.
Oh, so
It's coming.
you just take massive penalties for swinging it.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
only one size step up. It's still a medium weapon. It's just a great sword.
Okay, fine. So if we're not gonna do that,
We can
What's
do
the
it.
plan?
It's up to you.
because
I
how low do you think we'd have to get for it to be like?
pretty low.
Low enough that the wizards are gonna get you.
Okay. Ooh.
There's still whole enough wizards to take out a tower down there.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Too many wizards, really, by my standards.
New plan.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
Okay. Instead of trying to like dive bomb into the fort itself,
we drop
pick
them on
up
the
the
lone
oozle.
tower.
no, we pick up some oozles and then we jump off and land on like the gate and try to take the gate for the orcs to finally push in. And then we fight with the orcs moving through the fort until we get to the Magister. We
That
take the
could work.
gatehouse. Okay. Game plan.
Game plan is to take the gate.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're gonna swing by, try to pick up some oozles.
Yeah, you guys can swing by. Give me a diplomacy.
Oh, light work.
They know you, but like the oozles do operate semi-autonomously.
Ooh, huge.
Yeah, but, like,
38.
they know in their heart of hearts this is the right plan, you know?
You are fortunate enough to have one of the more psychotic groups.
Sick.
Yeah, they are the Broken Tusk. They'll jump with you.
Sick. We're gonna take
Now,
this fucking gatehouse.
Now, of course, be fully disclosed, they will not take your commands. They
That's
are
fine.
simply taking your ride.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
We need you in here. We're gonna take the gatehouse.
All
They
right.
said, yeah, but let's be clear. You're not using me. I'm using you.
That's exactly right.
That's all good.
You said no to grandma. We don't follow you.
Oh wait, I guess I should have specified. I'm not looking for like clan oozles. I'm looking for like the special forces.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So technically, like your clan's name is not Clan Oozle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
It is a rank, a specifically given specialized title to specialized individuals.
You just got privilege and you were born into it.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it, sure.
I smell nepotism.
and your mom gave you that name perhaps out of overconfidence, perhaps out of like some kind of prophecy, you know?
And then you rejected it. You rejected the damn prophecy. You
That
said,
is
no,
not-
Grandma, I don't want to stay.
That
I'm gonna play in the war.
is not what happened.
No, Gam, I gotta go back home with my friends. We got a fort and everything. See, it's really cool. All my friends are there. We set up shops and we sell things to each other.
If that's what you guys want to call it, sure.
It's not a clubhouse, it's a castle.
So we get some orcs and land on the. And land on the
As you guys are picking up orcs, Lisa gives you a ring. She has somebody. She's been sending people to you guys, but in the capacity that, like, she finds roguish types and she sends them to Thelmar. In all reality, she finds good warrior types and she sends them to Raymond, kind of thing. She's been helping you guys with, you know, some specialized stalking. She's found some relatively decent level clerics and stuff to run some of the new temples that you've built. But she calls you this time. She's got someone that she wants you to, like, really check out.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell her we're incredibly busy right now. So if you can get her here right now, that'd be great. Otherwise, it's gonna have to wait.
Well, she can get herself there. I can't. I've of course got no magical talent of my own.
Okay, cool. Does she know where we are?
All I can do is work ascending stone. Where are you?
Right outside of Fort Resort, southeast.
Right. I'll do a little cross communicating.
Cool.
He's not good at directions.
Your sending stone buzzes, and it comes with a little, like, message style spell, a mage map that appears with it. You've got coordinates. You're told dress warm.
Is it particularly cold over here?
It's a little
It is.
chilly.
It's early spring,
Okay.
and compared to the tropical Pirate Isles,
Fair.
you're talking a difference of, like, you know, you guys, your days are sitting mid 50s or something, you know, to mid 80s.
That's fair. That's fair.
So the coordinates would just be to Fort Resort, not exactly where these guys are.
It is to them.
To them.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Because also on the boat they have Finn, the mage map guy, that has access to their location.
Yeah. How far away am I approximately, would you say?
How many miles can you teleport? It's like a
It's
100 per,
yeah, per level.
per level. You got 11,000. You got 1,100 miles. You're in range.
Perfect. I appear
Yeah.
on the ship.
It's not a
Or
huge
wherever these guys are at
planet
the
that you're
moment.
on by any
She's-
means.
I just like to picture. Okay. So she teleports in, like, as I've, like, opened up this hole for, like, the orcs to drop in, and she just drops right in front of me, but she falls into the hole.
I'm here.
It's like, the hell was that?
Now, you catch them while they're landed. While you guys are loading up orcs, there's a bright flash of light next to you, and a woman appears.
Oh my god. You guys must be the people that I was sent to find. How are you? How's it? Oh, what are we? Jesus.
As we're like 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
There's like
Covered in
this.
blood. We've been in the trenches for the last like 4
You're
hours.
surrounded by like this constant mosh pit of orcs circling around, resupplying themselves with explosives, and then charging back into the battle.
Okay,
You
who
ask
are
us
you and
how
what do
we
you
are,
do?
and this is all you see.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm Thymia, and I'm a wizard. What do you do? What's your name?
That's convenient. All right, get on the dragon.
You guys have a dragon.
You turn around. He's like
For now.
He's bleeding semi-profusely.
You're such a pretty boy. Oh my god.
He just looks at you and goes, "I know."
Isn't he cool? Why aren't you guys more excited?
We've had a long day.
Tell me about it.
Another time. We get on the dragon, please.
Okay.
A shortish bald man with very dark skin approaches you and reaches out his hand. I'm Mark. It's a pleasure.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Let's go.
You guys are a very solemn bunch. Okay.
You guys
Read
sit
the
on the dragon
room.
and get going.
Read
There's
the
also
room.
there's also a girl with a pink bob cut, and she is like still crying, like actively. And this mark guy sits down next to you and goes, "Hey, all right, battle of course isn't fun. I'm sure you know all the ins and outs."
I have no idea. I have not been in a battle before.
As Oodles
And he
slowly
just,
turns
like-
around.
He adopts the 1,000-yard stare for a minute. You're gonna be all right, kid.
Will she? Yeah.
I haven't been in a while.
Everybody get
Just
on the dragon, please.
Stay behind me and next to her. And he nods to the pink-haired kid.
Okay. I go sit right next to her.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to acknowledge you. She seems to be processing a lot right now. She's having a rough time.
I put my little leopard gecko just on her leg.
Yeah, that is a good question. How old are you?
I'm 24.
What? Okay.
What? Maintain that childish innocence this entire time.
Impressive.
Look, like
That's rough, buddy.
I have just been playing on the Pirate Isles, practicing magic as much as I can. Like that is me and Scruffy McGibbles are best friends.
You're making like funsy magical items as a hobby, and then your parents go and sell them for you, so you don't really have to interact with the general public or anything.
Probably like a quarter of the shit that the party's gotten from random guy on the beach has been her shit. Like,
From Scrim McGwimwick.
I call him Uncle Scriffles.
I hate this so much.
The glitter wand, that was just for fun.
It's a good wand. It's a classic.
I've spent a lot of time just hanging out on the beach.
You know that clip that like the sound's been used for like a lot of different videos where it's like, hey, so how's the war going for you guys?
I just can't wait to go home and see my mom. Oh, oh God, no!
All right, so we're gonna experience what's your name? Thymea.
Yeah,
You're gonna experience your first shell shock.
that's what you think.
Keep your head down. Move when I tell you. Oh boy.
The other one
Just
that
a
comes to
second
mind
here.
is that like you guys are over here dun 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 dun.
I'm spinning like Oh,
So you guys fly low and fast right over your orcish forces, and as you skim through at the front, you see at the very pinnacle of the front line Shovel Knight and Gontu. Gontu covering, he's making these massive bone shields out of his arms, keeping Shovel Knight and the others behind him safe, as Shovel Knight is slowly, methodically just destroying rift by rift, making his way up and slinging stones at the walls. Massive cheering is heard as the orcs are not used to being, funneled onto a little outlanding, a little bridge like this, and then having to stop. They're very vulnerable at this position.
We're trying to fix that.
Here's the gatehouse in front of you. It's going to be, front going this way, of course. You've got two kind of circular towers built in.
Oh,
And so these couple of guys are just a little elevated compared to everybody else, but it's no more than a story.
okay. My Valkyrie is not with us. Remember,
Ah, that's right.
she got poisoned.
Got poisoned and is out of commission.
So my thought is we have East just do like a flyover and we just jump off.
Yeah, that's probably the safest for East.
Yeah.
He's also running low on dragon time. He's got a big bail.
So, yeah, that's my game plan.
Yes.
Cool.
Sweet.
Everybody gather up. Everybody group up.
We're already great. We're on a dragon.
You're very close together.
Perfect. I cast full strength mass on the oozles and you guys. I hit 11 people, so everybody gets it.
Yeah, everybody gets that nice +4 to strength, +2 to the modifier. +4 to the score.
Question:
Answer.
do I still get that?
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah. A spell was cast on you. You're good.
Well, I mean, because Chris did the whole
Yeah.
chicken bullshit.
Uh-huh.
And,
I'm well aware.
okay.
Your chickens are around.
They just boarded East.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got your little like ducklings behind you,
Oh,
basically.
did the chickens need a blessing? Like, can I get them too? Did they need strength? Are the chickens cool? Are they just chickens?
I don't know what the chickens do yet.
Do you want to pet a chicken?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it seems to be just like a chicken.
They're so cute. We have chickens and dragons. This is great.
Acrobatics. Dismount. Mark's having a hard landing.
11.
You're having a hard landing.
Sick. That's
23.
23. Good.
That's not one.
And a nat 1. Even better. In fact, that's my favorite roll that you could have had. You guys flying in hot and heavy. Be prepared because it's getting ready. Haraway, you are the only one who gets to choose. Oh, no, sorry, not Haraway. Belrune, you are the only one who gets to choose where you
made
land.
it, boys.
Where do you want to land on this little chaos pile here?
And betwixt these two archers.
Yeah, you just want to be right there. I'm sorry, you're not the only one. Alia gets to choose too. Alia is going to choose to land over here. She kind of jumps well off of East. Mark is going to collapse and land over this way. Thymia, 11 total.
mm-hmm.
You hit the ground hard and you wind up rolling. You feel your legs kind of like kick off the edge for just a second, but you stop. And Oozle.
Hey, buddy.
Oozle, my boy.
Yeah.
My best buddy.
I'm not an acrobatic person.
Mi amigo, you are not an acrobatic person. And because of that, you find yourself smacking into one of the crenellations of the walls, peeling off kind of like Wile E. Coyote style. And you find yourself prone in front of the gatehouse on the ground.
Cool.
There is an excruciatingly thick iron portcullis in front of you.
Fuck.
And inside, there are some other archers. You see some hastily made barricades inside with people standing behind them, possibly even some wizards. And the walls extend on both sides to you. There is no drawbridge here, as there is no standard kind of moat, but it immediately goes into trench work. So there are just ramps that go downwards straight from this, and they just T-intersect and start splitting off in directions. You see not too terribly far from you, maybe 40, 60 foot, you start seeing the first of the wooden towers and kind of like the pillboxes and stuff that's making up this very World War I style trenching.
Yeah. And I'm here now.
And
You're
initiatives.
fucking in it, dog.
Welcome to the trenches.
Not great. It's not bad.
Okay. That's a great start. Nat 20,
Oh,
23 total.
23 nat,
25.
25 bill room,
19, good sir.
19. Enemies coming in just after you and NPCs. Just barely before you. We got, and I'm going to keep using Itzeli's title card just
Yes.
for
we need to
now.
Make a new one.
Oozle to Thymia to NPCs to Belrune to the bad guys. Oh, you're linking memes. I was like, who just tagged
Yeah.
me in something? Thymia, you get a surprise round. You hit very hard, but you are fast to recover.
Yeah.
What's up, Chuck?
I am going to stand because that's important.
Yep. You pick yourself up.
And I'm going to cast Cone of Cold on these guys here.
This group of 4.
Yes, which is a
All right.
D6 per level.
And I get a reflex to have.
Yes.
What's my DC?
It's gonna be 10. Should be 22.
22.
I think so.
Okay. They barely fail.
Okay.
Not the most dexterous lads that you got right there. They're wall
D6.
guard.
I need more D6s, please.
How many?
There's a pile of them right
oh,
next to
yeah.
you over there.
That works.
Right.
6, 7. $36.
36 points of damage. Yeah, you blast this gnarly cone of cold across them. Ice appears on armor. Skin is burned. They scream out in pain as little icicles pierce their skin. They are still up. But yeah, excellent damage.
The dragon gives you a thumbs up as it flies by.
Yeah. If you had any, I would give you, and here's where I'd give you a thumbs up. If I had any. Uzla, it is your turn.
Cool.
You are on the ground. There's some guys, of course, like I said, inside, past the portcullis, prepping up some defenses and stuff, and barricading. But there doesn't seem to be anybody in the trench immediately in your vicinity.
Cool. So I use the half my movement to stand up.
People start pointing and screaming at you.
So paint the picture for me here.
Uh-huh.
With the portcullis and everything that they've got going on, is it set up in a way to where there's like just like the heavy gate and then opens up into the terrace, or is it kind of like a multiple gates are closed?
There are multiple portcullises, yeah. There's one in the front, one in the back, kind of standard style. They're very thick. You're talking these steel bars are your forearm in length, foot and a half thick. Insanely heavy kind of things.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, how far away are, like, did you say like the trenches and everything are?
They immediately start down. So
like toward like I'm
so that T intersection is maybe 40 feet away from you, where the trenches start splitting off to the left and right
And then,
start
so, like,
going.
arguably speaking, like there's gonna be a bunch of dudes in those trenches and everything.
Yeah,
So-
100%. You can already see in like those next watchtowers, like I was saying, and pillboxes, you can see people in the ones that are above ground.
All right.
And they are like turning and taking notice of you. And you can
So-
expect spells and arrows to be slung at you very
Please don't run away.
recently. Very
How the fuck
shortly.
am I gonna run?
I feel like you're
I'm
going to
lit-
go into the trenches.
I'm literally stuck between a rock and a hard place.
You're going to pull out that dwarven double barrel and channel your inner American.
They called them trench guns for a reason, boys.
Here's a taste of freedom.
Show me democracy feels like.
I've been playing a lot of Helldivers, boys. All right.
I have when I've been able to get in. Ha!
So
They're doing
no,
their best, okay?
I'm going to just
The
turn
internet put
around,
out the
face
all
the
call and you
trenches,
all
and
listened. The internet said play Helldivers, and you're all like, "Oh, we have to play Helldivers
It's
now."
a great game,
the
though.
boys need our help.
The
and
internet
Neville
was
on
advertising
Creek.
for it has been amazing.
It hasn't even
game
been
is
the
also
actual
just good.
advertising.
No, I know, yeah.
People.
Like,
Yeah.
like the people just role playing it up for that game has been fucking phenomenal.
It's amazing, really.
It was actually what sold me on the game. Is
Yeah.
I kept seeing like mission report TikToks and like the all call.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess I'm going. Honey, I've been enlisted.
You know, like 90% of the time when the internet's like, oh, this is the next big game, play this. Oh, it's going to be so good. Everybody loves Warzone. Everybody loves Apex. I'm like, screw that. I'm not touching any of those.
But the people are calling for help.
But boy, Helldivers got me.
All right, I'm gonna reach into my pack.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull out and blow the dust off of this conjuration scroll I got. Do you recall the dungeon that we went through that had all the paintings
Yes.
and the big demon with a bunch of arms?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon that in the trenches.
All right.
Yeah,
You finally utilized it.
yeah.
Yeah, this demon appears before you, many arms, many weapons, one in each hand. And it looks at you with this dull unintelligence behind its eyes. Like you can very obviously tell that this is not a true demon, not a true soul, but a magical conjuration, more of a construct, if anything. And what are your instructions?
I'm gonna point to the trenches, and I'm gonna tell it to go kill.
Those are good
Maybe
instructions.
be a little more specific than that.
Well, chances are, this is really just mostly a distraction of these people in these back trenches are not going to have to worry about this thing as opposed to the orcs coming at them from this side,
Yeah.
or me that's cowering behind the giant demon. So
It's a high level conjuration.
Yeah,
But
and-
realistically, this is not going to make it all the way to Shovel Knight and Gone to.
exactly.
To
Like
threaten them.
I don't expect this thing to last for super long, but do some damage while I figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get on top of this gate.
Yeah, it races out. It immediately takes one of the corners, and you just hear screaming.
Yeah. As I just point and it just runs off and just starts butchering their friends, I'm just gonna turn around to the the dudes in the portcullis and I'm just gonna stare at them intimidatingly.
You're like, I could have put that in there with you.
I'll threaten them and say that I have more where that came from. So that, are you fucking serious?
Is that another nat 1, my guy?
It is, but
That's not a but.
God fucking,
We do crit successes and crit fails
God
here.
fucking damn it.
I don't care what it totals out to.
But it totals out to so much still.
You point at them and you're like, "You're next," and they kind of like giggle at you.
Worse than y'all could have done.
And
When
one
they-
of them, in like as a reaction, points at you and casts a spell, and you feel immediately like you're just wet, and you start to stink.
Cast pee on you.
So you know how you're
I'm gonna remember his
you love
face.
you love your portable hole, right? You know what the absolute best use for portable holes are in an army situation?
A
Do tell.
bathroom.
Is a portable latrine.
Yeah.
You don't have to dig them then. You don't have to clean them out necessarily. When they're done, you just take them out somewhere and empty them. This is a army's amount of shit and piss that has just been unleashed over your head,
That's rough, dude.
and it is flowing. And it is nasty, and I need a fortitude saving throw.
Mia, do you have prestidigitation prepared? I don't want to ride back with
I
this
don't want
snake
to
ass.
ride on the bus back with him.
We're looking at
You
a
get hosed off in the lawn before you can come inside.
35.
35, you're not sickened. You do not have any conditional penalties to this. But it is terrible and nasty.
I'm gonna remember his face.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm gonna go around the side of like right underneath like the towers where the ballistas are.
What is your normal move speed?
70.
Okay.
So I should have enough to get like away from the portcullis.
Yeah, you get a little ways away,
Okay.
but not that
That way,
far.
like where I am right now, I'm relatively safe from something until next turn,
Yeah.
unless
yeah.
something from the
You
trenches
do
comes
get-
after me. But
Yes.
that's what the demon's for.
That's what the demon's for. That's right. All right. Tell Mia. Play Mia. Die, Mia.
Sorry, it's different. But
It is different. It's going to take me a second to get used to.
It's okay. I want to roll a heal check and just see how fucked up these guys are. Rough.
Yeah.
21.
21, they're bloodied.
Cool. I cast Explode Head on the one closest to me.
I'm sorry. What?
The effects?
So it explodes the head of anyone with 20 HP and does damage to everyone around them, but it doesn't specify how much damage. So I'm not sure.
Is there not a extended description of the spell?
There might.
There should be.
Each creature in the area succeeds a reflex saving throw or takes 2d6 points of slashing
2d6
damage from the flying debris.
Thank
Flying debris. You
Nat
mean
4 on
his
the reflex save.
scorpions?
Very bad. They fail the reflex save. As you point at the guy, you utter some eldritch nonsense, and he just like stops for a minute, drops his spear, grabs both sides of his head, screams, and as he like falls backwards, it just explodes in bits of skull and bone.
You can also use it on people who are not below 20 HP, but they take 1d6 damage per your caster level. And then if that would put them at disabled or dying, their head explodes.
It also explodes.
So
2d6.
yes, 8.
8 more points of damage to the remaining living specimens. Not quite enough to kill the remaining 3, but they are hurting.
Did you guys see
PJ Board supports this.
Yeah, Belrune, you land and you're just like action pose, and before you can even like get your sword swinging and get going, you just watch Thymea freeze and then pop one of the guys.
This is really fun.
You were surprised
we
by
the
the amount of
baddies?
white inside the inside of this guy's head, like the gray matter that's coming out really makes it look like she just burst a giant pimple.
Yeah.
A little bit splashes.
I had to trade a pirate like 6 rings to get that spell. That was the coolest thing I've ever done.
I don't throw up.
You're just like,
I do a little like.
yeah. The pink-haired girl lands gracefully, watches you do this,
I'm supporting
and you
Split.
see just like she's back in it. You know, like she was gone when she was riding on the dragon, but now she is refocused. And she whistles.
It's already on the table.
I did put him out there. I was prepared. I just forgot it. She whistles out, and you see a little dot appear in the sky, and a gigantic hand slams down and lands on top of this archer. I'm not worrying about counting that. It just collapses, smashes. He splatters out, screams.
Is that thing on our side?
Some days.
Sometimes. And it immediately, she is going to give it her knight's move and her extra action. It is going to take a 5-foot step and middle finger flick the other archer as a push action. Oozle, I need a reflex saving throw. Sorry, George didn't know you were down there.
Doesn't have eyes, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard.
He came down really fast. He couldn't quite take that bird's eye view real stock. It's like in Helldivers, you know. You kind of get an idea of what's going on there, but you don't
Sometimes
really
you
see
call
where
for
everybody is.
reinforcements and they just hit you, you know?
This is a 21 on the reflex.
21 is good. Yeah, you're just step out of the way as you're, and this guy just lands in front of you. And he's not high enough up. It's not a cartoon, right? People don't explode into blood sacks. Check out chaotic.com if you want to see what they do when they hit the ground.
Jesus.
He does kind of bounce, as it is certainly hard ground. There's a sickening crack. He bounces. His head does rupture, and it just like spurts out in this wonderful arc pattern in front of you. It's an archer. There's a bow and arrow there if you are so inclined, I suppose.
I ain't got no use for that.
Yeah, I didn't think that you would have much of a problem. Mark has to take half of his movement to stand up, and he just kind of like rubs his elbows a little bit, and he goes, fuck. And he's like rolling his shoulders, and he's kind of cracking his back and stretching a little bit. And he looks at you, and he looks behind himself, and he looks right next to him, and there's this archer standing there like halfway to drawing a sword to dive on him, and he's just going to shove him.
Oozle just down here, just
Yeah.
sidestepping archers.
Haven't played a wizard before. Is casting a spell a full round action?
Is a standard action. You
So
do
I
still
can
have
still
your
move?
movement. You
Excellent.
say you have half, or no, you have your full movement because you used half last round on your surprise round. Yeah.
Cool. I would like to go to Mark. Sorry. Perfect.
30 feet. Yeah. Yeah. So those are stairs. They start ramping up to the tower
Look at
right
me.
there
I'm the front
So you
line now.
on the stairs.
Well, I'm down here, so yeah, that's all you.
Yeah, Mark
buddy.
just shoves that guy off as you come running up, and he's like, "Yeah, good call." And he's just like, he looks sore, and it's as you run by him this time, he's older, he's mid-40s,
Daddy. Sorry.
and it looks like he's been in the business for a little while now, and maybe just taking it a little too hard.
He's been going pretty hard in the sauce.
There are both of these ballistas have some technicians there. They are non-combatives. You can kill
Kill
them if you
them.
want, but they're not necessarily going to be important to what's going on right now.
Kill them now.
Those are
Do
both of your NPCs active. Belrune.
Yeah. So if you drew a straight line
Uh-huh.
from George to Oozle, is the distance greater than 30 feet?
Yes. You're looking 50 foot.
That's rough. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I cast Blessing of Fervor.
Wait, what was your plan?
You just don't get the blessing.
Oh.
And I target everybody on top with us. Or
Fantastic.
All the allies.
Remind me, Blessing of Fervor's options. I get
Increase move speed 30 feet, or stand up as a swift action without provoking. Make one extra attack as part of a full attack.
that's right.
Gain a +2 on attack rolls and a +2 dodge bonus to AC, or cast a single spell second level or lower, as if it were enlarged, extended, silent, or still.
That's right. That's right. Fantastic. A lot of people being ready to take extra attacks.
Yeah.
Anything for your move? These archers do not have melee weapons out yet, so you wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity by running.
I'll
You can big
do
Jill.
my little snap and summon my great sword.
And it's just like clunk clunk.
Big small guy, big sword.
Small guy, big sword. You're the truck guy of
Pretty much, man.
I completely forgot. I am so sorry, guys. You have one more NPC in the fight.
We do.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we've got
You have Sir Blitz. He
yeah.
needs to make a reflex saving throw to see where he's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Forgot all about him.
It's a fucking gnat too.
Is he down here with me?
He's not down there with you.
Damn it!
He did kind of just splatter prone, kind of halfway in the middle here. I'm going to give him a round real quick as he stands up and takes stock of the situation. He watches Mark and George both push archers off, and he decides that's a pretty chuffed idea, and he's going to knock that guy off.
Hell yeah. Blitz is included in the blessing too, of course.
Sweet. Yeah, the third archer falls and splatters. Oozle is at this point that you see the guys inside the portcullis, since two archers fell right in front of them, that they're like, they're on the roof, and like people start taking the situation seriously and like going. He is going to take his move action. You see this black, thick substance emit from his feet, and he is going to slide with extreme grace and skill to this back corner here. The bad guy's turn. Belrune, you're going to get swarmed. This archer pulls out a knife. These couple of guys are going to try to split focus. Belrune AC.
31.
You got a couple hits coming your way. You're getting 6 points of damage, 9 points of damage, and 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And no nat 20s from the archer, so he does not land anything. And then I got to resolve a couple attacks for Mark and Blitz. There's a nat 4, 7, and 2. Not very good on those rolls. Oozle, touch AC.
Not great. I think it's 14.
Nice.
Might be 15. It's loading.
The guys down in the portcullis, they begin shutting
It's 14.
the inner doors. And they're making like the call, like there's going to be no more resupply. The portcullis will not be raised anymore. The guys who are outside are just outside. But as those doors are closing, you see one guy and he grabs this strange magical apparatus. It is this long, boxy piece with cylinders that come out, like sticks that point out of the front.
Oh no.
And as he whispers a mnemonic to it and presses down a series of buttons, it begins spinning
Oh my god.
excruciatingly fast in his hands, and these little bolts start zapping out at an incredible speed, little lightning bolts. And before the doors are fully closed, a good like 24 of them hit you.
But I was on the other side.
You were concealed for most of them. That's why you
Okay.
don't get like 3 of those guys unleashing hell at you, just the one. So, good move.
Give me your best shot.
You're about to know what those automatons feel like.
35 points of damage.
Light work.
It was very light damage. I rolled terribly. You guys up top, in the bit of the thick of this battle, those of you with good perception do hear below you, like, people moving and things happening. These couple of archers are going to look across, and the technicians slowly turn the ballista, and some arrows are going to fire out. How lucky do you feel?
I feel great.
You've been feeling great? Highs, lows? What do you?
Highs.
Always.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
Incorrect.
Okay.
AC?
16.
Nice. That's 3 good hits. First one, 13 points of damage. Second one, 12 points of damage. And the last one is 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog! You guys didn't tell me it was gonna hurt that bad.
So they start flinging arrows. Yeah, 3 arrows like graze you, and one solidly just lands in your thigh, Ace Ventura style. This is the worst pain you've ever felt in your life. The ballista turns itself over, and you see the technicians just like full throttle, like throw it down. Belrune,
Hell yeah, brother.
I would like you to make. God, you're so close. I'd like you to make a reflex saving throw, in all honesty.
Okay. Do I have cover from this wall?
No.
Okay. Reflex saving throw, huh? I kind of suck at those. Like, can we pick a different saving throw?
Dude, same.
That's not horrible. 27.
27.
It's as high as I can roll
Yeah,
without
that's-
critical.
That's good for half, man. That's good for half. 31, 41, so 20 points of damage.
That's cool because 41 maybe would have put me in the dust. Just, speaking hypothetically.
Just crashes down next to you, and it just unleashes these stone chips that fling up into your flesh. But you are able to avoid the main bolt itself. The technicians around you guys immediately surrender. Like, they just stop, hands in the air, sit down, like on top of their head. They know where they're at. Oozle.
Cool.
The doors close, and it's like eerily quiet for a moment. Like, of course you hear the battle going on upstairs. You hear the voices screaming inside after they close the doors that are now muffled. You hear your demon eating people in the background, but like, you're alone.
Yeah.
It's just you and the relatively headless bodies of 3 archers.
I'm gonna rummage around in my pocket real quick.
Yeah.
Pull out a god token.
Yeah.
Janus, if you would be so kind.
He's like,
I'm gonna flick it.
please. I need to be up where the people are.
Yeah. I don't pack a ladder, but that will be remedied shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, you flick the coin and Yanu says, sing the line.
what line?
The Little Mermaid. Sing the line.
I'm not, Little Mermaid doesn't exist in this world, Ian.
Say it.
I wanna be where the people are.
And when you open your eyes, you're in the middle. Everybody is stock quiet and staring at you. Just-
Cool. I'm here now.
yeah.
Throw my portable hole on the ground and let the orcs out.
Yeah, you slap your portable hole down behind you, and orcs start pouring out like hotcakes. I've got.
We gotta get you like a pair of wings or something, you know?
Dude, that's like the only thing I can't do right now is fly. If you want to fix that, I'm so here for it.
Unfortunately, the only thing I can do that can give you wings, I can only do to myself.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's called.
I don't know where Tom
Blessing
put
of
all of his
the
orc minis,
angelic
but I got a
aspect,
couple, I guess. And then
and you just
stole some
become like an
moles.
archangel for a short amount of time. It's really sick. Hey, that's not an orc.
Watch yourself. I know what I'm doing next round. Fantastic. They spend their turn getting out. You spend your turn putting it down. Good turn. Thymia.
I look at Mark. Do you mind? Can I cast a spell on you?
Yeah, you're good.
Excellent. I cast Enlarge Person on Mark. Please don't let them hit me with the arrows again. That really hurt.
Super Mark online.
Yeah, okay, you got it, kid. He's going to make a cleave attack.
Rip. And big and plus bull strength is just disgusting Mark mode.
Add a crit at the end. Not to the first guy, but to the second guy. First guy is taking a 6 enlargement, buffs his passive damage to 17, 23 points of damage. And second guy critting 11 plus 17, 28. 28 times 3 is death.
But
He slashes those guys, and for his move action, he is going to attempt a reposition. Nat 19. He just kind of like slashes through this guy into his friend, instantly killing him, and then he goes, hey, buddy, the lady needs some cover, and he's just going to put the butt of his halberd down and just scoot with him, and they're just going to shimmy this way.
Much better. Thank you.
Alia says, don't worry, I got you with those archers. George! And the hand just, with a thunderous clap, rockets off of this tower and smashes into this archer at the next tower. Good hit. Yeah. There's a splat, and Alia is going to once again give George her move and standard so he can move and slap this other guy. And he just backhands him and sends him flying off the wall to the ground to his death. Same as those before. The technicians surrender. George probably doesn't understand, but it's not his turn anymore. Blitz is going to be facing these two guys. He is, as a swift action, he flings his hand in front of them, and this black goopy blood slings out and is going to grapple their heads. Yeah. He encases their faces in it, blinding them temporarily, and then you see it coalesce on his fist as he just unleashes his full attack on them. Nine consecutive hits, that's more than enough. He pummels them to dust. Bloody dust. Orcs are going to act on Ouzel's turn, so they've already had their turn. Belrune.
Are there any like lit torches or like braziers up here?
No.
Okay. Well then. There goes that.
There goes my hero.
You beat me to it.
Watch him as he goes.
Okay. Distance here. I want to center Agni's noxious fumes. I guess mostly on me.
Yeah, so it kind of gets just
Yeah.
this area. Absolutely. It pools, and you do notice that it does not like float out into the air. It appears on the ground below you.
Cool. And then I'll just take the fervor bonus for AC. So call that my turn.
All right.
I don't have a fire I can do as
Yeah.
fast.
You're like, fire, please.
As a high priest Wagner, you can't like make a spark as a swift action or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get that. God's not that cool.
It's not,
You
it's not
can't-
included in the plan.
You can't just like snap your fingers for a spark.
You would think it'd be really cool, huh?
You could get a magic item that would do that pretty easy.
But it seems like a very simple, like easy
It
fix.
doesn't even have to be a magic item. You could just get like a flint,
Yeah.
flint and steel
Yeah,
on your glove, you know?
yeah. Unfortunately,
No,
all of my
now-
fire is at minimum a standard action.
Well, now that I think about it, I'm sure like we have like fire starter and like a standard pack. Like
Yes.
we've got flint and steel. Let's just
Yes, you do.
you just glue that to your glove real quick. We could solve this problem right now.
So if anyone wants to light this, I'm ready to boom.
I don't do fire magic. I'm sorry.
Can you make an exception?
No.
Mark kind of looks over the guys to you. I don't have a light. Enemy's turn. Belrune, what is your CMD?
26.
Cool. Group attack. 19 on the die. They quickly, one of them just yells, "He's just a little guy,"
I saw this in a movie once.
and like bends down, and they, as a team, pick you up and hoist you above their heads, and just huck you like a stone off the castle walls,
Hell yeah.
and you fly a little ways and just plummet. Let's see, that is not a whole ton of damage. Ooh, I rolled really well though, so that's cool. 18 points of damage.
Has it been over an hour and 10 minutes since, no, I guess hour and a half since we came out of the water?
Oh no,
Okay.
it's been maybe 5-10 minutes.
beautiful. So I still have my last cast of Airwalk active.
Nice. Yeah. So they throw you and you just stop, and they
You
kind of
just
stop and like look at you like,
They throw you and you just like stop moving as soon as they stop touching you.
well, the momentum carries, right? So
Yeah,
he moves
I just, like-
laterally that like 15 feet, and then it's kind of like he hits an ice rink and just kind of like out a little ways,
You just sit up
and they stop
stare
and
at
like, what? And they look at their archer friend and they look at you and they go, "Shoot that guy,"
Hey, shoot that guy.
and he's gonna take a couple of shots at you.
It's just that's not how that's supposed to work.
33 now.
All right, 2 misses, 1 critical.
Okay.
I think I'm totally gonna take smiles as my
Max
next guy.
damage. How many hit points do you have?
How many did you deal?
18 times 3.
That's
So that is 30, 46, 54 points of damage.
cool. So there's some math that's about to come into play
Yeet.
here. 32 minus 54. I have a contingent breath of life on me.
You got a death ward on you.
Yeah. Let me
It pops.
grab my d8s here.
He just doesn't have that. He just like floats away after they throw him. They just shoot him and just like, okay.
And then it's like.
all right,
Well,
fine,
thanks
you
for
got
joining
me.
us. See you guys next week. I'm tired, boss.
Cool.
Tired of digging,
I'm tired.
Grandpa.
I'm up.
Too damn bad.
I'm good. I'm up.
Yeah, there's this brief moment where they're like, "Yeah, excellent shot," and you go like, "Oh!" And they just once again like
Vomit a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like-
Who is
This
this
is like
guy?
a complete misunderstanding. This little spearsman is terrified out of his mind. But he's gonna keep trying, damn it.
I mean, if he actually is feared, then with my auras going, he actually can't move.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He does.
He can't attack or do anything. He's shitting
Ah.
himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the fear like just wash over him for the briefest moment, and you feel it. Like Mark has no
Gotcha.
idea, and you grab hold of that terror and amplify it just 1,000-fold, and he just like starts quivering, and Mark just looks down and goes, "It's not very sporting if you don't try."
Just push him over the edge. It's fine.
Hold on, I got it. That is all of their turn. Oozle.
I can fight. Yeah.
I can see.
Uh,
I can fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna just 5-foot step on to the guy closest to me. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see this guy is like covered in someone else's blood and brain matter, as well as like pieces of ice are currently like he's got frostbite on his skin.
Well,
All of his buddies have that. They're not doing okay.
I can fix that. All right, so first attack, third 40.
Yeah. Can you do less than 6 points of damage?
No.
Okay.
Second guy, right
Yeah.
across from me. 27.
I ask again. Can you do less than 6 points of damage?
Sure can't.
Nah. He's yeah.
It's kind of where's that next guy? Is he like
He is
in the-
technically
is
in what
he
was
tech-
Bale Rune's
okay.
square.
Man, bitch. All right, well,
It's all good. Immediately, your team of oozles goes over to here, opens up a hatch, and you hear people like screaming as they're charging on their way up, and they just file in. As like the first one starts going in, you see off of the belt, he pulls off this magical cube. He speaks a mnemonic, and this black, heavy smoke starts billowing from it incredibly fast. Him and the other oozles pull out of their satchels this apparatus that they put into their mouths, and they just descend the stairs.
fucking love these guys.
Mustard gas to the room.
Yeah, they Saddam'd them.
I love this.
I could take them off of the map. They were there for a second, and it was cool. Most excellent. Thelmia. There is not a whole lot left at the very tip top of this going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to spend any more spells right now because everybody's. I think we got it. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold my turn.
No problem with that. Mark is going to like reach down and he kind of pats the guy on the shoulder and goes, hey man, it's okay. Look, you do it like this. And he grabs the guy's spear and like motions it towards himself a couple of times. And then he lets go and goes, he attacked me. You saw it. And he just fucking smashes this guy.
Oh Oh, Mark is my fucking spirit animal, dude.
Pulls that fucking halberd back like a hockey stick, and he is going for the goal. Like,
Mark-
You guys saw it.
Mark just fucking chucked an airsoft gun at this guy and then went, gun, gun, gun!
it's coming right at us. Yeah, he absolutely splatters this dude with this gnarly two-handed swing. Alia is going to instruct George. George is going to just smash everything in this tower facility. Those couple of technicians go down with the ballista completely disabled. Blitz is going to race up, and Uzel, as he passes you see he looks like worried. He's not looking at you. He's looking at Mark, and he is unsettled.
Don't blame him.
But as he kind of races past you, he is just going to make a couple shoulder checks.
It's because he missed the head exploding.
Yeah.
You know?
He knocks these two off, and they both fly. One of them is going to make a reflex saving. It's a critical fail. That's too bad. Belrune, you feel for just the slightest minute someone like grab your shoe, but their grip quickly fails, and he falls to his death below you.
That's good.
You guys are very technically out of initiative for a small time. The oozles are going to be more than enough to capture the rest of this gatehouse. These were mostly supply people. The oozles are prepared to deal with magical threats that the Mad King has here at this fort. However, you do see immediately behind you, there are tons of men. They are reorganizing, re-ranking, and moving around from the absolutely destroyed remains of the Mage's Tower. You do see the porcupine among them. He is currently sniffing at Zelly's corpse with this kind of like animalistic curiosity.
So we're standing like on top of the gate.
Yeah, you're like
We're
a good
looking down at them.
Yeah, you're like a good 50 foot up on him. Well within fireball range.
Okay. Yeah, I cast Ice Storm.
Yeah, you produce an ice storm directly over top.
Yeah.
It starts
It's a
raging.
40-foot diameter.
Yes. You're going to catch a good chunk of rank and file in that.
Shitty roll.
Only 15 points of damage. The porcupine seems unaffected as he walks his way out, but you do see you catch a lot of like there are a lot of people moving boxes around in that kind of area. Those kind of technician support staff people types. Some of them die from that.
Okay.
A good other chunk are vastly injured and are like crawling out, and medical staff is pulling them away, kind of thing. It's a good cast. It'll hang out there for a while. Some of those supplies are caught inside it. But with that, the porcupine's eyes lock to you guys up top. And it just kind of makes like this generalistic point with one of its weird, gnarled, twitchy fingers. And you hear bellowing across the entire battlefield, "There!" Guys, I hate to do it to you. I'm fucking tired as shit today. I am not feeling very good. If we can call it a half session, I would appreciate it greatly.
No.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
And next week when we start up, the porcupine's coming for you.
Sick.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry we made it a short session. PJ Boy, we're going to be using some of those villain points for the porcupine next week. Catch us tomorrow. We're couch streaming. You're still good for tomorrow?
Is there quick question before we
Yeah.
go? The porcupine. Is
Yes.
he from what we've seen, is he a mage?
You have not seen him cast any spell.
Cool. Alright. That's all I got.
I
Okay.
can't believe PJ Boy was the Mad King all along.
PJ Boy, do you have yellow boots?
We need to know.
Get
You own a
Fancy
pair of like those
boots.
classic rain boots.
It's canon.
Guys, thank you and good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 1,
Hey guys, that's another night with D20 House. Please like and subscribe so we can have another couple nights with you guys.